If you live in Nebraska, South and North Dakota, you got a slight risk of severe weather today. Alright, everyone, so we can see we got a slight risk of severe weather in South Dakota, North Dakota, Nebraska, we can see, and even Wyoming. We're going to margin risk in Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, Texas. We can see another one in Texas and Louisiana, then one down here in Florida, in Georgia, and Alabama. We can see also too, guys. So, yeah. Then let's look at our wind risk for today. We're going to pull up now. So here, actually, we're going to look at our tornado risk first. Alright, so this is our tornado risk we can see for today. We got 5% tornado risk in North and South Dakota. We can see the 2% tornado risk in Nebraska, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana. So the 5% tornado risk, we can have a couple tornadoes potentially today in this area. The 5% we can see on here. Then let's move on to our wind risk now. Alright, this is our wind risk for today. We can see we got 15% wind risk in North, South Dakota, Nebraska, Wyoming, and a 5% wind risk in Montana, North Dakota, Nebraska. We can see even Texas, Oklahoma, even New Mexico, Georgia, and Florida. We can see in Alabama too on here too, guys. Alright, so let's look at our hail risk for today. Alright, everyone, so this is our hail risk for today. We got a 15% hail risk for North and South Dakota. But we can see we got lines there. That means we have a significant wind risk. We got potential for large hail in this area. We can see in the North, South Dakota, and Nebraska, and Wyoming. We got a 5% hail risk for Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, Oklahoma, Texas. We can see in New Mexico. We can see also on here too, guys. Alright, so that's pretty much it for day one. So let's look at our day two severe weather outlook now. Alright, everyone, so we got our day two severe weather risk for today. We've got slight risk in North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota. We can see that a marginal risk in Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska for tomorrow, Kansas, Colorado, one in Texas. We can see Wyoming, two in South Dakota. We can see also for tomorrow. So, yeah, everyone. Then we got tornado risk for tomorrow for day two for June 3rd. You can see we got 2% tornado risk for North and South Dakota. We can see also on here too, guys. So, yeah. Then we get our wind risk for tomorrow. You can see we have 15% wind risk for South Dakota and Minnesota. We can see in North Dakota, we got a 5% wind risk for Minnesota, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, Nebraska, Colorado. We can see Wyoming. We can see also on here too, guys. We can see in a little of Wisconsin too, also. You can see. So yeah, guys. So then we got our hail risk for tomorrow. We got another down the line risk we can see for North. South Dakota and Nebraska. We got 15% hail risk for North Dakota, South Dakota. We see a 5% hail risk for Nebraska, Kansas, Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota, and Colorado, and a little Wyoming too, also, and maybe Oklahoma too. So, yeah, guys, this is very severe weather risk, real quick. Alright, everyone, so we got our day three severe weather risk. We got a slight risk in Nebraska, South Dakota, Montana, Wyoming. We can see also. We got a margin risk in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri. We can see for Thursday. We can see then slight risk in Montana too. You can see. So yeah, guys. So this is our day three weather risk we can see for Thursday. So yeah, guys. Let's move on to our radar projections for today. Alright, we can see we got June 2nd today at 3 p.m. We can see we got looks like some storms in Nebraska, New Mexico. We can see we got some maybe storms trying to pop up in Texas too. Maybe storms trying to pop up in Louisiana and Mississippi. We can see also on here. So we could go to Florida. Let's see, we may have some storms there also around 4 o'clock hour. We can see over there in Florida too. So yeah. Alright, so let's move back to our central region. So okay, then we got 4 o'clock rolls in over here. We can see we have a storm in Nebraska. We have a storm in Louisiana, Mississippi. It looks like a storm trying to fire up in parts of New Mexico, Texas. We can see storms in North Dakota. We can see, I would have just had the full United States map for this because I feel like this is going to be a huge area, a lot of storms today. We can see storms in North Dakota, storms in Florida. We can see also on here too. You can see we got, looks like that too. Alright, then 5 p.m. we can see we got storms in North Dakota trying to form. It looks like we got storms in Canada too. Looks like we got some storms in Texas too. Louisiana, Florida. We can see also on here Mississippi. Looks like storms trying to form in looks like parts of Georgia too also. Then looks like storms trying to form in Texas too. We can see. And 6 p.m. we can see But in Florida at 7 p.m. We got 6 p.m. in North Dakota. You can see we got storms off North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, rain in Nebraska, maybe a potential storm in there too. Storms in Texas, storms in Louisiana. We can see also on here too, guys. And we can see we got looks like some rain scattered in Georgia, North Carolina. We can see also on here too, guys. We can see also a storm in Louisiana, a storm in Texas. We can see also too, guys. We can see rain in Montana. We can see rain in Ohio, maybe scattered in Ohio and North Carolina. Then 7 p.m. comes along. We can see we got a storm in North Dakota. We can see Nebraska. We got, it looks like a storm in Louisiana, a storm in Florida. You can see a storm in Mississippi, North Carolina. We can see also rain in New Mexico. We can see it looks like some storms trying to form in Louisiana. Storms forming in Louisiana. We can see also. Then we can see we got around 8 p.m. We can see North Dakota, South Dakota. We can see a storm looks like in Nebraska. Maybe too some rain in Kansas. We can see also a storm in Louisiana, a storm in Florida too. Looks like we got rain in Colorado too, New Mexico, a storm in Louisiana too. We can see also, and we can see looks like we got storms still in Florida and a storm for like a storm in North and South Dakota. We can see also, and we can see 9 p.m. comes along. Looks like we got a line of storms in Texas and Louisiana. We can see rain in Nebraska, a storm in North Dakota. Looks like we got some rain down in Florida around 10 p.m. tonight. We can see. Then we can see 10 p.m. in Kansas. We got a storm. It looks like in Oklahoma, a storm in North Dakota. We can see also. Looks like some scattered rain in Nebraska. We can see. Looks like some scattered rain in Louisiana, Florida. Maybe we can see also on here. All right, then around 11 p.m. tonight, we can see. We still got a storm in Kansas, looks like. North Dakota, we can see also. Oklahoma. We can see in Kansas, too, in Texas. You can see. Alright, midnight comes along. We got, looks like a storm in North Dakota. Rain in Kansas, rain in Oklahoma. Rain in Texas, too, we can see also on here. A scattered storm in Texas, we can see also. Rain in Florida, too, also, guys, we can see on here. So, yeah. Pretty much at, let's see, pretty much after 1 a.m. we really don't have storms anymore. We can see it's mostly just rain. We can see in a lot of parts of Texas, maybe still a storm in North Dakota, we can see, but mostly at this point it's all like pretty much gone. You can see on here too, guys, so you can see on here too, also. Yeah, pretty much at that point that's it. So let's look at some radar projections for tomorrow. Alright, now we're going to look at Wednesday's radar projections a bit, but this can change, but you can see that's 4 p.m. Eastern time, but this is actually 3 p.m. So you can see this is 3 p.m. We got some storms in North and South Dakota. We can see also on here too. We can see, looks like we got storms trying to form in New Mexico. We can see Texas on here too. Looks like we're trying to see storms trying to form in Louisiana too also on here. So yeah, then 4 p.m. we can see storms really trying to form now in Texas, Oklahoma. We can see a storm in Colorado, Nebraska, South Dakota, North Dakota. We can see also on here too. And a storm in Louisiana too. Storm in Texas, a storm in New Mexico, a storm in Oklahoma. We can see also too, guys, on here. So when we see a storm in Wyoming, Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota too. We can see also. Alright, in 5 p.m. we can see our line of storms trying to form in Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota, storms trying to form in Oklahoma, Texas. We can see also New Mexico and Louisiana too also. Then we can see by 6 p.m. on Wednesday, it looks like we have a full line of storms in North and South Dakota and Nebraska. We can see also a storm in Kansas, a storm in Texas, a storm in New Mexico, and even some storms in Louisiana we can see also on here. Alright, 7 p.m. we can see we got a full line of storms in South Dakota, North Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, New Mexico. We got storms, Oklahoma. Get some rain in Louisiana we can see also on here. Then we got 8 p.m. coming along. We can see we got a storm in North Dakota, Minnesota, Nebraska. We can see rain in Kansas, Texas, Oklahoma. Storm in New Mexico. Rain in Louisiana we can see also on here. And we can see rain in Wyoming too. And maybe a storm in Minnesota. Alright, 9 p.m. comes along. We can see we got a storm in Nebraska, South Dakota, storm in North Dakota. You can see rain in Kansas, Oklahoma, New Mexico. We got a storm, rain in Louisiana. You can see also on here too, guys, for 9 p.m. You can see. Alright, so we can see for 10 p.m. everyone, we got a storm in Nebraska, South Dakota, a storm in Minnesota. You can see also rain in Kansas, rain in Oklahoma, a storm in New Mexico we can see, and rain in Louisiana too also. Then we can see 11 p.m. coming along. We can see we got a full line of storms in Nebraska, South Dakota. We got storms scattered in Minnesota. We can see also too on here. We got rain in Kansas. We can see maybe a potential storm in Texas around 11 p.m. on Thursday. No, 11 p.m. on Wednesday. Then we can see by midnight our storms start the weekend a bit. We can see Nebraska, South Dakota, Minnesota, and some rain in Kansas. Maybe a potential storm in Texas. Alright, so then it looks like by 2 in the morning our storms are mostly gone. We can see mostly just rain showers. Maybe still pop up thunderstorms, but at that point it's really pretty much gone. Also, I'm going to be checking out one more thing before I end this video. So you can see this is our 10-day forecast outlook. We can see this is like an outlook. It's like pretty much like how above average we're going to be or below average for the month of June estimating. So we can see Minnesota, we're going to be averagely about 8 to 7 degrees above average. Colorado, we're about a few degrees above average. Kansas, we're a few degrees above average. We see Texas, we're going to be averagely a couple degrees below average. You can see Minnesota, we're going to be we're going to be 8 degrees above average. You can see Louisiana, we're going to be 1 degree below average. Tennessee, we're going to be 1 degree below average. Mississippi, we're going to be a few degrees below average. Georgia, you can see too. Move over here, so Ohio and PA and all the other states, South Carolina. Looks like for the month of June, we're going to be averagely a few degrees below average. We can see 1 degree below average. PA, we're about around average. Ohio, we're about around average. 1 to 2 degrees above average. Michigan, we're going to be 8 degrees above average. We can see parts of Massachusetts, we're going to be 1 degree above average. Maine, we're going to be a few degrees above average. South Carolina, we're going to be a few degrees above average too. We can see out here too, guys. Also in Tennessee, we're going to be 1 degree above average. In Arkansas, we're going to be a few degrees above average. In Missouri too. So let's move on over here real quick. Alright, so for the West, we're going to be a few degrees above average. Nevada, we're going to be a couple degrees above average too. Utah, 8 degrees. Washington, we're going to be a couple degrees below average for the month of June. 1 degree, 0 degrees, 5 degrees for Wyoming, Utah, 7. Nevada, 3 degrees below average. Colorado, 7. You can see also on there, 13 degrees above average. New Mexico, or maybe a couple degrees above average, a couple degrees below average. California, we're several degrees above average too. You can see in Wyoming, we're about 5 to 8 degrees above average too. So, thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something new in this video. Make sure to subscribe and notification bell. Never miss a video like this, guys. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.